Welcome back. Mid-States Wrestling has a thing coming up this weekend, which we're going to get to.
Right.
But Jason, can you introduce your friend? This is Space Cowboy Jason
Well,
Jones.
thank you. This is my former tag team partner, Cammy, Killer Cammy.
Right.
Killer Cammy.
That's
You can't forget
right.
that.
The man sitting beside me absolutely needs no introduction. He's a WWE Hall of Famer and an
Yes.
absolute wrestling legend, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
The mouth of the
Mouth of the
Cammy
South.
Blake, here we are. We're back here in Springfield, Missouri.
Right.
Years and years ago, WWE, we'd come through here a lot. And then also Memphis Wrestling with Jerry the King Lawler, where I first started years ago before you guys were born. We would come through here a lot too, but I always loved it up here. The food up here is great, but my good friend Jason called me right before Christmas, and he said, you know, Jimmy, why don't we make a Christmas tour? And I said, where are we going? He said, why don't we hit Arkansas? I love Arkansas because I used to be in Memphis, right? So we're in Arkansas, we're doing a little bit of Tennessee, so we're just having a great time. And one of our stops is with you guys over here, and he told me about you managing him a year ago and helping him win his match.
His highness.
That's what he
Yeah.
told me. He told me that. Now we just got to get Blake in the ring to be a special referee.
I was actually wondering if we could do a demo on Blake today.
Blake,
I mean,
No,
Before this is over, I'm going to body slam you.
no, you can't. You got that rented jacket
won't
on.
hurt.
He
It's
rented
okay.
this jacket, so
you'll
he
go
can't.
numb. It'll be fine.
But Jason's going to tell you where we are. What, Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday night we're back at the Relics Event Center. We have been so blessed to have 13 straight sellouts now, and we're going to be there on a special Sunday show with an early start time of 6 o'clock.
That's incredible.
Doors are going to open at 5. You've been there. It's
I
a great
have. It's a
family
great
show.
venue.
It's great energy.
It is.
Blake won't let me slam him on the show, but Jimmy Hart's going to be there signing autographs, taking photos with all the fans
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
so fun.
On top of the regular talent that they're used to seeing and some new faces from all over the country. We got some big stuff going on
Yeah,
this
you
next
do.
coming year.
Now, wait, you started out as a musician, though. Tell us about that.
One-hit wonder back in the day in Memphis, Tennessee. In high school, we had a group called the Gentrys. We put a little band together. We won Ted Mack's Original Amateur Hour. For those who don't know who Ted Mack is, that's kind of like American Idol now.
Okay.
And so that was back in the day. We won 3 times. We got disqualified because George Klein, who was a friend of Elvis Presley's back in the day, if you read all the books, he's the one that got us in on it. But then he got us disqualified because we signed a record deal with a guy named Chip Smallman, and we had a million-seller record. We toured with the Beach Boys and Sonny and Cher with Dick Clark for so many years. And then one day, Jerry Lawler called me and he said, Jimmy, would you help me with a wrestling album? And I said, I'd love to. And all of a sudden, the next thing you know, I'm managing him. Then 6 years later, I had the magic phone call from the WWF back then, WWE now. And I went to New York, and the rest was history. WrestleMania 1 with Hulk Hogan and everybody, so I've had a great career.
Which is just
You
spectacular.
have had an amazing career.
So, speaking of your career, what has your career meant to you? Because you've had a really successful, long-spanning career in wrestling.
You know, I've been so blessed to do everything that I wanted to do. When I was in music, I didn't know I really wanted to be in professional wrestling, even though I knew I loved it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Right.
that opportunity opened up for me. And then we had the hit records. We wrote a lot of the songs for the WWE, like Sexy Boy by Shawn Michaels and the Road Warriors, Hulk's American Made, and all those things like that, a lot more too. And so it's just been blessed. And then when Jason called me, because Jason does a lot of these wrestling shows all over, and he does so many charity events and so many great things during the year. So when he asked me would I love to do it, I said I'd love to do it. So it's just been a dream come true for me to live out my dream with music and professional wrestling.
I can't imagine. Yeah, everything that you love all mixed in together.
been
I've been
crazy.
admiring your jacket, too.
This is my airbrush jacket that I wore when I was with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, show us
Yeah,
the
Oh, yeah,
back.
just
Show us
the back.
and turn
Show you the
around.
back of it.
Look at that.
Show it
Show
off.
the back
Look
of
at
it.
that.
But I got to tell you, when I was up in New York, Rick Rude came to me one day and goes, "Who does your airbrush stuff?" And so then after that, I told him. So he had some of his stuff made. And then the Ultimate Warrior came to me, goes, "Jimmy, who does your airbrush stuff?" And I turned him on to it. So my guy did my jackets, but he also did a lot for the Ultimate Warrior and Rick Rude too. Sure did.
Fun.
Very
One
cool.
more time, tell us when, where, how we get more information.
Okay, so MSWtickets.com. The show is going to start Sunday at 6 o'clock at Relics Event Center.
Okay.
The doors are going to open at 5. We try to get you to get them in advance at
Right.
Premier Pawn or on our website. If not, tickets, go on sale
Get
that
'em
door
now,
until
'cause they will
we
sell
sell
out.
out.
Yes.
Then we're in town doing a very quick personal appearance for our friend Jimmy Fiasco that you guys have
Yes.
met that wrestles for us. He opened a coffee shop here at the Fairbanks called Kaiju Coffee. And Jimmy's going to be there signing autographs and doing a Q&A with the fans Saturday night. So
Very
That is
cool.
all the
so
info is on
fun.
MSWtickets.com.
Okay.
And I'm going to drink hot chocolate.
There you go. Well, thank you guys for being here.
Yes,
Y'all
thank
guys are
you so
great. Y'all are
much.
great. Thank you.